Mm. You may hear somebody recommend to you that you throw mothballs up in the attic to run the squirrels out. I had a lady that did that. I worked for her. She did it before I started helping her. But she said it took her about 2 minutes to throw the mothballs in the attic and 2 days to get them out because it stunk the house up so bad she couldn't stand it. I don't think squirrels mind mothballs. So, in my opinion, you're just wasting your time throwing those things up there unless you really like the way they smell. Here's something you might not hear about very often, but you're likely to run into some nut that'll tell you to do this. Put some coyote urine up in the attic. You can buy this stuff by the gallon, and then you're gonna have your attic reeking of coyote pee, and then you ain't gonna run the squirrel off. But when you start listening to people, there's no telling what kind of crazy stuff you're gonna hear, and so this is just one of them. Here's something else people may tell you about to set off a fogger up in the attic, that it'll run the squirrels off. It might run him out. I don't know. I can't say it won't. But this is for killing fleas and stuff, and so he's going to come back. If it doesn't run him off and it's going to kill the fleas off of him, he's just going to be a lot more comfortable. So I don't think I would do this one if I were you. Another thing people will tell you, play a radio in the attic or make some kind of racket up there with some machine, and that'll run them off. I don't know. You know, it might, and all this stuff, you can try it if you want to, but I kind of feel like you just spinning your wheels, but who knows? But if you do play the radio and you have set off a fogger, maybe the squirrel's just going to be tickled to be up there, have a little music and be fleed and everything. Somebody's probably going to tell you to put some rat poison up there. Squirrels won't usually eat that stuff, but if he does and dies from it, you're going to have a big stink up in the attic. And if your luck's bad, he's probably going to die down in a wall about 2 days before your mother-in-law comes to visit. And then that's not going to be good. And it says can kill in one feeding. It might be you getting killed by your wife if you do it. So, I mean, I wouldn't do this. Somebody's liable to tell you to set a rat trap up there. That's the trap on the top. It's a big brother to a mouse trap. They're generally too small for squirrels, and it won't be a clean kill. He's liable to drag it off and die somewhere where you don't want him dying if you can't get out of it. And so if you do, though, if you say, well, that's all I got, I'm going to set one. I'm going to set it up there. Well, if you do tie it down or nail it down or something, at least that way you won't lose your trap. If the squirrel's in it, he's probably going to be alive when you go to check it, and so you can whack him then. But this is just not the right trap for the job. You may talk to somebody that suggests using a trap called a conibear for squirrels. This is a 110 conibear. The squirrel will travel through the middle, hit those wires that hang down, and that sets the trap off, and the bars hit him and kill him. It's kind of like a gigantic mouse trap in principle. You're probably going to have a permit to use it if you want to be legal. I'm going to let it loose and you'll see. Like that. Kind of like a mouse trap. One thing I want to just mention is that if you're trapping squirrels or shooting them, there's a chance you're going to leave some nestlings in a nest, and they'll probably die in the nest. If you're doing this in the house and you got a nest up there, this is where you might want to hire a professional to come in and try to find the nest and get the young out. Option. You got a cat that hates squirrels? Put that thing up in the attic. I don't know if it would work, but you know, it might. The other option for trapping squirrels, this is a live trap, just a cage trap. They work well. This is probably your best bet. Either this one, this style, or get one that you make out of wood. I'll show you one of those in a second. Another option to the wire trap. This is a wooden box trap. You can make these yourself. They work the same as the other as far as mechanism, as far as commercial traps, but you can build them for about $10 each. If you live in a place where you can shoot using a .22 rifle or a shotgun, a pellet rifle, and you can identify the ones that are going in the house and just get them, it can be real effective. And then come behind it after you've done the shooting and then seal the house up and you're done. The problem with it is it's so hard to identify which squirrels are the ones that are going in and out of the house, and you can sometimes shoot dozens of them and still not get the ones that you wanted. And so I prefer traps myself, but this is always an option if you live where you can shoot. And just as an example, we're going to use these pellets as an example of what happens if you just try to thin squirrels out and you say, well, I'm going to get rid of all of them around here and they're going to be gone. Well, you can go in and get these. You know, you get them out. But look what's left. And you go in and get these out. And you kind of got a hole cleared out right around your place. And then before you know it, though, they're going to be right back. They're going to fill that hole. And that's what happens. And so what I tell people is that if you got squirrel problems, just get the ones that are causing you problems, the individuals, because you're just not going to be able to empty that hole and expect to have it stay empty. So after you talk to everybody, everybody's told you different things to do, my suggestion is that you selectively trap the squirrels that are just coming in the house, and then seal the hole behind them, and then you're done. So, but if you want to do all that other stuff, the coyote urine, the rat poison, and everything, I mean, you know, but if you really want to get done and do it the quickest way, use the trap and fix the hole. See ya.